Peggy 12.
不穏な予感がして来てみたが、随分と意外な客人のようだ。なぜ和の国に入った？観光ではないらしいな。この国では強者につくか、従わず逃げ回るか、それだけだ。
この縄張りは俺たちのもんだ。よし、先に進むぞ。
あれ、ここどこかな。どうなってるの？みんな
どこを通っても厄介そうだぞ。この国中が敵なんだからよ。この俺の牙で食いちぎってやろう。
くそ、今お前に用はねえ。恥を忍んで申す。どうか拙者を助けてくれ。このまま負けっぱなしじゃいられねえ。海賊王になるのは俺だ。
これ以上俺の島で暴れようってんなら生かしちゃおけねえな。
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our Tokyo Game Show trailer for One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, and it has revealed Wano Country is going to be in the game. Now, I am excited, but I'm also a little hesitant to say that I'm not a little worried by some of the information that was revealed from this trailer. But first, let's break down the trailer step by step. So, Wano is in the game, and first we see Amigashita Village, we see Okobore Town, Bakura Town, and the Flower Capital. So the map for Wano is looking pretty big. I'm not sure yet if they're going to break down the maps into like different maps, like if there's going to be a separate map for Amigashita Village and Okobore Town and Bakura Town, and a separate map for the Flower Capital itself, because Wano, in case you don't know, has different regions. So that's another thing to take in consideration. We don't know if Onigashima is gonna be a place we can go in the map, but that's all information that we're gonna get eventually. And next we see Luffy going to Gear 4. He's beating up a bunch of generic enemies, and this is one of the things I noticed that kind of disappointed me. The enemy types are the same enemy types we've seen in previous Pirate Warrior games. They're the same generic pirates in the red clothing. We've seen these in Pirate Warriors 1, 2, and 3, so they're reusing the enemy assets. Not super upsetting, but just a little disappointing that they haven't put in like new samurai enemies we fight against. That would have been, a lot more immersive, but I won't say I care that much, but it is a tad disappointing. And we get our first look at Carrot in action. She has some really sick aerial combos. The aerial combo games is looking beautiful. She's wearing her Whole Cake Island Tea Party Infiltration Mafia Mission outfit, the whole thing she wore during the Tea Party section of Whole Cake Island. I assume there's going to be multiple costumes for characters, especially the female characters, because they love to give the female characters a lot of spicy, if I will say, DLC costumes. That could probably be something they'll probably sell as DLC later on down the line, or maybe something you unlock in the game. Hopefully the latter. And we see Zoro in his post-time skip outfit, the generic one he usually wears. Luffy and Zoro are not in their Wano outfits, which people have been making a big deal about the outfits. It's not a big deal to me. However, yes, it does kind of mess a bit with the immersiveness of the setting. Now, we don't know yet if those outfits are going to be unlockable in the game, or if they're going to be something you could buy later on down the road. Hopefully not something you could buy later on down the road, because that's a little scummy, but hey, this is Bandai Namco we're talking about. I mean, Omega Force is developing the game, but Bandai Namco is still the publisher, so I'm not going to hold it against them to do something like that. And we get our first look at DS Drake in his dinosaur form. So this is awesome. I'm glad that Drake is a boss character. It's not known if he is playable. I hope he's playable, but we just see him in his dinosaur form. And we see Luffy, Carrot, and Zoro fighting against him. And we also get an original scene of Luffy and Momonosuke on the Thousand Sunny. I'm not sure exactly where they are. That might be Onigashima in the background. I can't say for sure. But this is definitely confirmation that the Wano arc in Pirate Warriors 4 will be an original story. So, a little let down that part. While I did like the original story in Pirate Warriors 2 and Pirate Warriors 3, well, mostly the Dressrosa portion of Pirate Warriors 3, I would have loved them to like either end the game at Whole Cake Island or end the game at Wano Act 1, because you know the whole original story thing, it kind of messed up with the flow of continuity. And yeah, they can be fun, it could be original stories are fun, they're enjoyable, stuff like that. But I think if people want to get like Wano in Pirate Warriors, like a faithful adaptation of Wano, they won't be able to get that in this installment. They have to wait until possibly Pirate Warriors 5 to get that, which I guess kind of hints that there's a possibility of a Pirate Warriors 5 coming in the future. But enough of that shit. More importantly, Kaido is in the game, guys. No one's shocked. No one is shocked that Kaido is in this game, because no way in hell would Koei Tecmo, Bandai Namco, and Omega Force miss out on the opportunity to include all 4 emperors as playable characters in this game. Well, we assume playable. I know for a fact that Big Mom is playable. Shanks is definitely going to come back as playable. Blackbeard most likely will come back as playable. Whitebeard is a possibility as well. So it'll be really odd for Kaido to just not be playable when all his other like peers are playable. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But the fact that this is an original story leads me to believe that maybe there's a possibility Kaido could not be playable. But that would be, ooh, the backlash from that would be unimaginable. But yeah, guys, that is the Wano Country Tokyo Game Show trailer. That was pretty awesome, guys. I mean, I have my, grievances. I'm not liking the fact that we're getting another original story, even though I'm not that disappointed by it. I'm not really a big fan of the fact that they're reusing enemy types from the other games instead of creating new samurai type of enemies. And the costumes are they're not that big of an issue for me, but I will include them anyway. So those are like 3 possible grievances I have. Graphically, it looks beautiful. Like, Wano looks beautiful in this engine they're using. They're using a new engine, but you could definitely tell just based on the color grading and everything that this is 100% Pirate Warriors, that this is definitely a Warriors game. But yeah, guys, Tokyo Game Show has begun. There's a lot of trailers that are going to be dropping today and throughout the entire week. Comment down below what you're looking forward to the most in Pirate Warriors 4, and stick around for more Pirate Warriors 4 content coming very soon. Well, I'm out, folks. Keep on keeping on and have a good one. Peace.